Hello everyone. This video is going to be for guided reading 11, exploring energy, focusing on fossil fuels. As you may notice, the setup for our guided readings are a little bit different compared to what they used to be. So you'll notice that they are now on Google Docs and not on Google Slides. And each first page of the guided readings will start with a table of contents. And you'll notice how the title of each guided reading is blue and underlined. That means that you can actually click the title of the guided reading you're specifically looking for. And when you click on the word bookmark, it'll bring you right down to the reading that you are doing for the day. So as you see, we are now down to the fossil fuels reading, and I'll go ahead and get started. There are a few other videos linked here that you may need for your lesson, so here's another place to access them as well. So coal, oil or petroleum, and natural gas are three main types of fossil fuels. They're called fossil fuels because they formed from the remains of decaying plants and animals that were buried by layers of rock 300 million years ago. As this material was buried by more and more rock, high heat and pressure transformed it over millions of years. And depending on whether this occurred in vegetated swamps or plankton-filled seas, either coal, oil, or natural gas was formed. When fossil fuels are burned, when they undergo a chemical reaction with oxygen, they release a lot of energy that we can use to power things. For example, in a coal-fired power plant, coal is burned in a boiler, releasing chemical energy that heats water into steam. That steam turns into a turbine, a thing with blades that spins, connected to a generator. The generator converts the mechanical energy of the spinning turbine into electrical energy that can be transmitted to homes and buildings through transmission lines. And I'm just going to pause here for a second and take a look at this photo here. We're talking about how energy is now being transferred from one form of energy to another. So as you read through each process, you'll see, okay, we started with chemical energy and it's going to be transformed into thermal energy, which is another term for like warm or heat, so heat energy. And we just talked about how it was then turned into mechanical energy through the electrical energy generator, mechanical energy generator, then turning it into electrical energy, which is going to be used for power. So while coal is typically used to produce electricity, oil can be refined into a variety of liquid fuels to power cars, trucks, and airplanes, and is also made into a wide variety of everyday products, including plastics, cosmetics, clothes, electronics, and more. Natural gas is commonly used for heating and cooking in homes. Coal and oil and gas can generate huge amounts of energy and power a wide variety of things. Fossil fuels are relatively cheap, but as they become harder to extract from the earth, they will become more expensive. Fossil fuels are easily stored and easily transported, and thus they can be used to power things almost anywhere at any time. One problem with fossil fuels is that they are non-renewable resources, which means that we are extracting them from the earth and using them faster than they can form. Mining or pumping fossil fuels from the ground can damage ecosystems and the environment, as can accidents like oil tanker spills that are expensive to clean up. Fossil fuels produce air pollution when they are burned. They also release carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere that not only warm the climate, but change the chemistry of the ocean.